What's up, guys? Back in today with more April Showers Bring May Flowers, this time with episode 10. Another great episode last time. I did think it was interesting how they formatted it. I would have kind of liked the halves to switch, to be honest with you, but it wouldn't really make sense story-wise. But absolutely loved the festival ongoings, although it did get interrupted a few times and it was pretty mean towards the end, but I think that just helped kind of push these guys even further in their relationship, to be honest. But I did kind of question, there was that scene of Tabitha's old school, I'm not really sure what to call him because he definitely wasn't a friend, but they're like a misconception that they were in a relationship or something. And we saw that guy as the final thing we saw of that whole festival segment, which I thought was quite interesting. Really enjoyed the introduction of this Gyaru character, who I thought could be a love interest for Ueno, but kind of seems like she is just purely friends with him from their old school. And she seemed really nice, didn't she, actually? Seems like there's a lot of misconceptions about her being easy, I think they said. It's like, where does that come from? But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Oh, it's actually bring forth Mayflowers. That sounds a bit formal, doesn't it? April showers bring forth. Sounds like you're like summoning a spell or something. But the title of the show changes every time I watch it. Which was awfully romantic. You know when you say that and then you pause and like for a minute like that just totally gives it away, no? You just start reminiscing instantly. You're 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 the whole other side of the earth, to be honest. You haven't had anything promising happen to you, and all you're seeing is Tabitha kind of getting her way more and more often. So again, she kind of really needs to take the hint, doesn't she? Desperate. Desperate's more accurate. Would you guys do that? Would you guys not just go to the bathroom and get some paper towels or toilet roll instead of ruining your handkerchief? I've never known of anyone to carry a handkerchief around with them, by the way. And I live in England, and I feel like there might be a stereotypical thing. Not really, but maybe of the olden days. But I've never really seen the point in handkerchiefs. They've always seemed pretty gross to me. I mean, obviously they're quite nice. There's like a piece, but like using it, like blowing your nose or wiping stuff like that, like having to reuse it and reuse it. I'm a bit gross about that. Like I said, I'd rather just go to the toilet and clear it up with stuff that throw away. She sure is. Doing too much, she is, isn't she? Yeah, it really stinks of desperate. Now you're getting jealous about him. I knew these two would like end up together or something. He's the only person that's ever seen the real her. Was she jealous? I don't know. She kind of felt maybe a hint of jealousy there. Maybe a hint. Maybe I'm misinterpreting that, but we'll see. And this girl's always bloody taking advantage of her, isn't she? At some point, I want to see Tabitha just say, "No, fuck you. Do your fucking job. Your job. Do it." Feels like when I used to work at an office. Feels like when the fucking people would always be like, "Oh, can you take overtime this weekend? Can you do a couple hours?" And I'm like, "Fucking no, I ain't." I never done. I maybe once or twice at double pay I did, but and I think once you do it, they're like, "Oh, he'll always do it." Sorry, I'm gonna miss some dialogue here, so I will pause. But yeah, because I did do it a couple of times, I think again they thought like, "Oh yeah, you know what, we've got an unsuspecting victim here who likes to take overtime," and it's just like, no, fuck no, especially for like normal pay, no chance. But yeah, I think they seem to like get a bit mad at you when you don't do it. Like it's their right to have you do overtime. Sorry, I remember a huge rant about my old job. But yeah, it's just like this is very similar to this. Like I said, once they know they can kind of take advantage of you once or twice, they'll keep taking the piss and keep fucking yeah. And again, I just go saying no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing your bloody overtime. I ain't saving your shift. Get someone else to do it. Or do it yourself. Because I used to be quite structured. Like I wouldn't ever really get anyone to like I think putting someone in a position where they need to take over your overtime is like a bad thing to do to someone. Like why schedule overtime for yourself if you can't do it yourself, and then you have to and then you have to get someone else to take over your overtime. That is just selfish in itself. So I never like took it like that because I didn't. If I didn't like, if I couldn't do it, I wouldn't want anyone else to. I wouldn't have to scramble and have anyone else do it in my place. Like, yeah, get yourself sorted out. Sorry about that. Work at an office, it's pretty like chill, but it's you do get all sorts of weird people. Getting people that look take advantage of you and so on and so forth. That's why I ultimately quit. So I'd always get like perfect scores and everything every month I was there, which was quite incredible considering I did used to give like discounts to people on stuff that they absolutely shouldn't have got discounts for, just to smooth things over. I'm surprised I never got called out for that. But I was like looking for a promotion, and they got me doing more work. They got me helping out the managers more and doing more in that line of work. But it never actually progressed to me getting any more pay or anything, so I just ultimately quit. Yeah. Basically, just at school, we used to have a we didn't have it initially, but I think because of like poor behaviour or something, the classes during it's what would be equal to homeroom, I assume. Um, we'd have to go out and clear the field and pick up a load of rubbish for a little while. It wasn't too bad. I used to smoke, And so I'd always have like a cigarette. I'd always have my classic. I'd light it up and keep it in my sleeve like this and go like that. If it was a cold day, it'd be like you'd get away with it because people just think you're breathing out. When you breathe out, it's like kind of smoky looking anyway. Wow, that was fucking quick. But yeah, I'd have sneaky ways of doing things like that. I did used to smoke a lot when I had my office job. That's another thing. I'm surprised they didn't reprimand me for. Maybe why I didn't get this promotion, but no one ever brought anything about this up. I used to go out for like double the amount of breaks that other people did. And call it personal time because people used to spend ages in the toilet. So I thought, well, these motherfuckers spend like 20 minutes in the toilet. I'm gonna go for 2 extra cigarette breaks for 5 minutes each. Louis Sudanis. No, you kind of just ran away from the person that may be nice to you. But I feel like, yeah, this guy, certainly. I wish she would kind of reveal her true self to Tabitha, especially though. It is easy though. Fuck's sake. That was so close to a perfect apology. Still a pretty good one. Slight little line there though. Yeah, look how easy that was. I feel like I'm definitely like that. Like I don't really do too many phone calls or anything, but like it's like, oh my god, I've got to deal with this. Especially if it's like a planned phone call or something. Like, oh my god. But when you get to it, it's actually like, oh, that was absolutely fine actually. Go Tanda Tetsu. Yeah, Tetsu certainly is a lot easier, isn't it? Definitely. She got her a soda. That's the same one. Yeah, she took. Like, that's the thing about her, isn't it? Like, if you do go off for her, she won't ever think it's your fault. She'll always look inwardly. Spicy soda. You guys ever had a spicy? I mean, I guess I've had like some Caribbean stuff that I don't know if I'd say it's spicy, but I kind of feel like anything spicy drink wise would be quite gross. I feel like there's an alcohol that's quite spicy, no? I can't remember. I don't drink all that often. And the specific thing I'm thinking of, maybe it's like cinnamon or something, I don't, which is not spicy at all. Ginger, maybe? I don't know. What am I thinking of? Maybe like ginger ale or something, I don't know. Again, it's been a while. I guess that's like slightly spicy. Fireball. Fireballs. Again, it's been maybe like over 10 years since I've had like a fireball shot. But those fireball shots, I guess, probably the closest thing I could consider spicy drinks wise. Probably not for the same reason food is spicy. I've said this one quite often, but I remember one of my friends' parties back when I was like 18. I had I think it was a Scotch bonnet. I think it was. And man, that fucked me over big time. I was really drunk, and then I had to drink a load of milk, and those two things do not mix very well. Yeah, honestly, I don't. I think I was one of like the three wise men when I was at my Christian school. During like one of these plays, and I don't remember it whatsoever. So it's probably a traumatic, terrible experience. I remember wanting a role that I didn't have to speak. Hey, why are you acting nuts a lot like that? Oh, you boys are absolute pussies. Just step up. One of you boys step up. Oh wow. Wow, none of these guys. I hate that. To be honest with you, I hate that. Like, I'll only step up if someone else does. I get it. I've been like that before, but it's just like, ah, oh no. It's like the worst outcome. What a terrible outcome. Oh, she's definitely gonna be the witch, isn't she? She kind of would suit a dwarf a little bit. Yeah, again, that's exactly what I wanted to be during this kind of shit. Put the invisibility cloak on. But yeah, as I get older again, I just feel like that kind of stuff. Like, if you're gonna, it's that you see it a lot with. I watched videos of people like when someone like falls over in public or like they trip over and like no one helps them, but when one person helps them, everybody does. That kind of the weird kind of thing in human nature, like not stepping up for yourself, but when you see someone else, everybody goes. I don't know. It's intriguing. You're asking for a lot here. To learn guitar just like that, you're asking for a lot here. Bloody hell. See, that's just so weird. Like from an English perspective, that's just so weird that that's such a normal thing to say. There's a typhoon coming. You worked so hard on that. I mean, Daijobu. Can't believe you just left it out like that. I can't believe she didn't do that anyway. She clearly thought about it. Like, she looked back at it like this. I would have literally just done it right then and there. She walked all the way close to home just to walk back again in the storm now. Oh, Jesus, Tabitha. I do get, like, I say this, I said this about that kind of taking action thing as well. I say that, but, like, maybe that's very idealistic of me because I like to take my time with choices. I'm very indecisive with a lot of things, to be honest with you, especially if it's a tough choice. I really do go back and forth quite often, and that is certainly a flaw I have. It's also a good thing of like taking things into consideration, but in this instance, if I've like, it's so easy to do. Just put it inside, especially you know that a storm or a typhoon's coming and you work so hard on this. Why would you risk all that work? It's so easy to do. Open the door, put it 1 meter inside. Now we walked all the way home just to walk back. But again, like I said, I say that, but I've definitely done things similar to this of like wanting to go on like a night out, for example, with one of my friends, like nights out, and I walked all the way to the train station ready to go, and then as soon as I walked those 2 miles to the train station, I was like, you know what, I don't want to go actually, and walked all the way home. So I've definitely like done similar things. Do I want to go out and spend 100 odd quids? It's like, no, not really, when I can just have a nicer time in my room. Creepy vibes going on here. Oh, I know, practicing his guitar, is it? As he fucking should. Like I said, that's a huge undertaking. You took my strength away. Definitely. Apparently, I think I saw a poll on this the other day. Apparently, that's like one of the most attractive things you can do as a man is like learn like an instrument like the guitar like this or something. Not that you should ever take things like that serious, because people a lot of the time will just answer what like the expected answer is and the answer that looks good rather than the actual kind of thing. Like, all of the answers on the thing I did see was like the most cliched things you can ever possibly imagine. So it should be you. It should have been me. It should be you, Tabitha. I've also done that, and unfortunately, every time I've given a girl clothes, I've never got them back. So it's probably not a good idea from his end. And they're always clothes I liked as well. It's just annoying, but it kind of feels, as weird as it sounds, it kind of feels rude to ask them back. Oh, it's been a little too long since we've had clumsy Tabata, hasn't it? Compromised. Good catch, sir. Good catch. Lucky they didn't get caught like that. It was red as a tomato. An old tomato. I don't think there's any way he's actually. That's lovely. I gotta say, I love the ends of these last like 6 or so episodes. They've been absolutely adorable, haven't they? But I know it's a play, but I'm not sure there's any world where I see him actually kissing Ugo Sudani. Ugo Sudani. Fucking hell. What's her first name? I really need to learn that. That last name is way too hard to say. But yeah, good episode. Lovely little ending moment here. And pretty enlightening for Ugo Sudani. And that was a nice little focus on her actually. And her relationship with that Brock, I call him, is definitely going how I was expected, to be fair. I mean, it's a bit annoying seeing that segment and then going straight into this segment and being like, "Oh, it's my chance with Ueno." It's like it's pretty like jolting when you like go from all that kind of really good development stuff there to then straight back to how can I scheme and get and blah blah blah. It's like it's a bit jarring, but one of those things, isn't it? So yeah, we have actually got this little end segment I did notice. The school festival. Also, I'm not sure I'd be ever be wearing any makeup or anything like this. How about like why would you even try like why would you put yourself in this situation? This is one of those things you just got to talk and to yourself in your head. Just got to say the words in your head, not out loud. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really good episode. Like I said, I would have actually loved to see Tabata in the Snow White role. I think that would have been really cute, but it's one of those things where it's like the girl, the ugly girl, it's not like built for her. If you know what I'm saying, it's like Carrie, like being the prom queen and such. Like that role's not meant for you, and so on. So I guess it's actually quite lucky because again, bringing up Carrie, she might have got some pig's blood or something poured on her, unleashed her psychic powers. But yeah, really good episode. Ugo Sudani. I'm saying that right? Where's it? Hold on for a second now. It's like it's pretty noticeable when her name comes up in the subtitles because it's just that long and strange looking. Ugui Sudani. Ugui Sudani. Okay. Again, I've never heard a name even close to that in any anime I've watched, which is pretty surprising. But as I said, good first half segment here with her. But again, it's just like it's a bit jarring when we see this and we see her actually growing a bit closer to Brock and apologizing to Tabata and kind of being true to herself. And then in this next segment, right at the start, her just like scheming and like being like, "Oh, I get to kiss him," even though she hopefully should realize that minute one, she's got absolutely no chance, and two, she's got much better chemistry as her actual self with Brock. So I'm hoping we do kind of remedy that in these kind of final episodes. But nevertheless, it was a nice little segment for her in the intro, wasn't it? And it looks like we've got a bit of setup here for the school festival, which is always a blast. So looking forward to it. Let me know, you guys. Lovely moment again to end off the episode. This is like 7 straight episodes of that, which I'm really enjoying. So hopefully we finish the season with every episode like this as well. But yeah, leave a like on the video if you guys would like. Let me know, you guys, thought this episode in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions, and I'll see you next week with episode 11.